Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. I'm hoping to use this channel as an excuse to sit on the floor and talk about the unethical practices of multi-level marketing companies. And today I wanted to focus on Beachbody. I have a 4-minute video here from the 2020 Beachbody Top 10 Coaches. It's called the Top 10 Tips from the Top 10 Coaches. And each of the coaches is going to give one tip. In between each tip, I wanted to pause and share my opinion on it. If you have any opinions about these top tips, I would love to hear them below. Let's give it a listen.
Team Beachbody, you are about to get hit with the top 10 top tips.
Number 10, rallying together as a team. It is so important to create a positive and uplifting and a supportive community where you guys can lean on one another and you know that what you do as a team today leads to your future successes along the way. Jess, it's your turn.
So that's a pretty good first tip. You have to rally together as a team, but I think it shows that this woman who made it to as the top 10 coach in the entire company, she can't do it by herself. To be in the top 10, you need a massive team full of people who are remaining active, who are ranking up, who are keeping their ranks, because if all of the members of her team don't do what they need to do, she's not getting the accolades, she's not being recognized at the annual summit. And it's all based on the efforts of your team. That's also a way that people are recruited into the business, saying our team is such a supportive and wonderful community. But we've heard from anti-MLM content across YouTube that it's supportive if you are making your upline money and if you are remaining active and buying products. But then once you leave the company, you no longer have a support system in your sidelines and your uplines.
My best tip is to commit to a program and get your own results. Your results will be the billboard to your business that will help you turn from selling products and programs to people to actually sharing results and how this is able to change your life so you can advocate for Beachbody and what it has done for your life. All right, Mandy, take it away.
I don't have a whole lot to say about that one other than you could do the programs consistently and get pretty good results, but if you don't have a good following on social media, if you don't really know how to use social media, maybe you're not the most outgoing, relatable person on social media, because not everyone is, it's not automatically going to help you find success. Not everyone is meant to share their lives on social media. I am one of them, and that's okay. And that it's not an automatic thing that if you get good results, you're automatically going to be very successful in Beachbody.
Thanks, Jess. My tip is to be the positive light for people to lean into. You guys, they need us right now, and as Beachbody coaches, we're the ones at the forefront creating positive energy, so lean into that. All right, Amy, girl, show us what you got.
Thanks, man.
This was made in April-ish 2020, so right at the start of COVID, and she's telling us that we need to be positive and be a support system for people during the pandemic. If you follow anti-MLM content, you'll know that MLM companies in all different industries were using the fact that people were out of work, that people were home by themselves all day quarantining as leverage to get very desperate financially and mentally vulnerable people to join the business, which would lead them to just more financial struggle. And people were being pressured to join who actually didn't have money and were being pressured to use their stimulus checks in the United States to join Beachbody. So that's a whole separate topic, and it's all over YouTube about MLM distributors using the pandemic to their advantage.
Okay, coaches, remember, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Everything you've been through in your life, your experiences, the ups, the downs, and especially those hard times are what we can use to really connect to our audience and share value. Okay, Melissa, let's see what you got.
Sorry, maybe I'll start pausing between every second one. This is a lot of pausing, but Beachbody coaches, their uplines are often pressuring their downlines to share vulnerable parts of their lives. So if they happen to have a traumatic childhood, if they went through a serious health scare, if they have major financial struggle, they're pressured to share it with people they don't know on social media, to hopefully relate to other vulnerable people, to pull them into the business as well. Whenever I hear those stories of the Beachbody coaches past, I don't find it inspirational. I find it sad that these people who were on the verge of bankruptcy were even recruited in the first place, and it's sad that someone preyed on them when they were in their most vulnerable states. You can let me know what you think about that. I'd like to hear your opinion.
All right, Amy, I got you. So my top tip is number 6 is I want you guys to personally invite people, whether it's to a challenge or to be a part of the community. Think about how good it feels when someone takes the time to give you that personal invitation, whether it's through the phone or a voice message, but think personal. All right, Emily, it's your turn.
Thanks, Melissa. Y'all, my top tip today is to be a product of the product and be as consistent as possible with your programs and your social media. You are trying to sell a program and get people results. And so the way you're going to do that is by showing people that it works for you through your social media and through your results. Take it away, Melanie.
Thanks, Em.
So those 2 tips, one was invite people personally, and the other one was be a product of the product. If you follow anti-MLM content on YouTube, you know that the invites are not personal. Their minds are taught to use scripts and just input someone's name, and they are often copy and pasted invites. They're taught to make it seem like they picked that person because of something special in them, but no, distributors look for people just to fill spots on their team. They're looking for a warm body to make sure they can rank up to make their uplines more money. The second tip was be a product of the product to get your own results. That's one of the 4 vital behaviors of Beachbody. And we've seen that all coaches have personal volume requirements that change based on their ranking. And while you can fulfill your requirements by selling, you're also pressured again to be a product of the product. So majority of the time, coaches are buying the products to meet their PV requirements. Drinking Shakeology is actually on the business activity tracker that Beachbody gives to all coaches. And so to be a Beachbody coach, you have your $15.99 coach fee, and then you have to buy products so you can advertise that the products actually work. You have to buy early access to all the different programs so you can show your followers it beforehand. And we've seen to be a Beachbody coach, it's extremely expensive, and majority of coaches make less money than they make less money than they spend, and they actually lose money.
Emily, all right, and my tip is all about consistency. I truly believe that your consistency in showing up, sharing your story, taking people on the journey with you, and showing that publicly is really going to help you build your brand and your authenticity. Now I'm throwing it over to Moira. All right, Mel, thanks so much. Tip number 3, have a vision. You guys got to have a crystal clear vision for what you are creating in your life. You got to read it every day. And then you got to show up like that vision has come true and hustle. Treat this like a business. Holly, over to you.
So those 2 were consistency and have a vision. I don't really have much to say about consistency other than that you can do all of the things on the business activity tracker every single day. You can listen to exactly what your coaches are telling you and still not recruit people, still not sell products, and still make 0 money. The vision, I don't think that manifestation is a bad thing, that thinking something, that having the attitude that you will get through a challenging situation and that you will achieve what you want to achieve. However, having success in a multi-level marketing company is more than simply just reading your vision every day and assuming it's going to come true. If that was the case, I could sit here and say, I want $1 million and I'm just going to have $1 million. You have to work for your vision to come true. And again, you could do all the work that's necessary, and then you could still not have your vision come true because you weren't able to recruit people, you weren't able to grow your social media and following, and you weren't able to make money. Sorry, I paused it at a weird spot.
Thank you so much, Moira. I could not agree more. So my number 2 top tip is to talk about this business opportunity. Talk about the opportunity that is changing our life and share it. Genuinely share it in the exact same way that you share your physical transformation, that we share all of our programs. We have 2 incredible opportunities to offer. 1, the health and fitness opportunity. 2, the coaching opportunity. So now I want to throw it to your top coach, Ashley Molstead.
So the top coach is going to yap for a while. So she wants you to share the coaching opportunity, and that sharing the opportunity will help you get more coaches if you happen to have a good social media following. If you have 100 people on social media and you're sharing your opportunity, obviously you have a smaller pool of recruits to draw from. And they like to say that you don't need a big social media following to be successful. But however, if you have a bigger pool, obviously it's going to be easier for you to recruit. If you have thousands of people on your Instagram who follow you, who like your content, who have high engagement, it's going to be easier for you. There's no way around that. And so if you already have a built-in following of some kind and you're sharing the coaching opportunity, it will be more likely for you to find some success. So now we're going to hear from the top coach in 2020.
My number 1 tip is it all comes down to mindset. You got to master your mind and believe that anything is possible for you. All our success means, all anybody's success means, is proof that your dreams are possible. So if you want to be a diamond coach, if you want to be an elite coach, if you want to be a top 10 coach, you've got to believe that that's possible for you today. I believe it. Your story needs to be told. You just have to believe it too. And we cannot wait to see you shine.
You've just been hit
with the top 10s.
Top 10s.
So what do you think about that? That their success means that you can find the same level of success too. We know that's not true. There are various factors that can contribute to your success in Beachbody. If you happen to be a very outgoing person and you have no problem talking on social media in front of potentially thousands of people, if you have a background in sales, if you're a good public speaker, if you've been in other MLM companies before, just because you see other people doing it does not mean that you have the ability to do it too. If you're just joining Beachbody, you are not going to be the top 10 coach. You are most likely going to be at the bottom of the pyramid, finding it extremely challenging for you to rank up, and you are not going to find the success that these 10 women have found. What do you think about that last one? I think that's especially manipulative thinking, making people think that they can be Ashley Molstead, which is not, it's actually not possible. That's not how the system was designed. Just want you to see the little income statement that Beachbody has. It says, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. Beachbody coaches have to say that because the Federal Trade Commission has said that they're not allowed to say what kind of income they bring in because it is not an accurate depiction of the income that your average Beachbody coach can bring in a year, in a month, because as we know, it's nearly impossible for someone to work their way up the pyramid and actually make a full-time living in a multi-level marketing company. That's all I have for today. You can let me know what you think below, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.